A patriotic display of Union flags on Regent Street in London for the Platinum Jubilee has been likened by some on social media to Nazi Germany. The display of red, white and blue along the capital's main shopping route was compared to something from Hitler's Germany. But do people in central London shopping today agree? We asked some.
What the Jubilee stands for is a really lovely occasion, and I think it's important to recognise the Queen's reign and how long she's been doing this for and what she's done for the country.
There's always people that will criticise, especially online.
It looks nice. What else do you want to put there?
Some people online, they're comparing it to Nazi Germany in Berlin, hanging swastikas.
Rubbish. Load of rubbish.
That might be a little extreme.
No, I think that's appalling.
No, I wouldn't say that. I think it's the Jubilee coming up. It's nice.
That's just patriotism.
It's been the British flag for years and years.
Peter Whittle is director of the New Culture Forum. Here he is. Peter, a little bit of me always dies when I say some are saying on social media. But what did you make of it?
Well, Twitter obviously isn't Britain, as David Cameron famously said. This happens really usually at the run-up to most big royal occasions. You know, that there's always people, naysayers or people who attack. They've been particularly so this time, I mean, on social media, as you say. I mean, frankly, it does make me sick, actually. I mean, I get sick of the kind of Britain haters who vent. It's become now part of the culture in a way which it maybe wasn't so much before. It's historically illiterate, of course. Everyone knows that. But even the fact that they're complaining about it, often, not always, but a lot of these people were quite happy to sort of literally paint their faces in the logo of the EU, you know, the corporate logo of the EU, and walk along with various flags. So they don't mind flags, they just mind this flag. And I think it's very, very insulting, too, actually, to the thousands of people who actually are just starting, you know, getting organised with street parties and things like that, totally unbidden. No one's forced them to do it. And I think this time at the Platinum Jubilee, this time, something like the last estimate was about 130,000 street parties, possibly. Now, that's hugely up on 10 years ago. Now, are all those people Nazis? Of course they're not. You know, it's insulting. It kind of like, I've had enough with these people now.
Yeah. Michael Portillo, it's a free country. If people want to go on social media and make Burks of themselves, that's their right.
Yes, but let's be clear. The swastika is the flag of the Holocaust, of invasion, of mass murder, of dictatorship. The Union flag is the flag of liberalism, of democracy, of accountability, of the rule of law. And the European flag is the flag of an elite that was unaccountable.
Wow.
Okay. Exactly. I mean, that's absolutely all true. I think what, though, it does show is something that this country has got to deal with at some point. When I say deal with it, and that is that the idea of liking your country, patriotism, as opposed to sort of nationalism, that is sort of dying out simply because it's no longer conveyed in schools, for example. The only thing that slightly worries me is that there is a slight interchange between people on social media and people who are in positions to an extent of power. You know, if you like, the intelligentsia, for want of a better word, teachers, people in civil service. And they tend to be far more sceptical about Britain. I mean, that's a nice way of putting it. They tend to be very negative about displays of patriotism.
We've got to have symbols that we coalesce about.
Absolutely, we have. And I think that, actually, I think a monarch is a brilliant one, you know, impartial, a brilliant one. And what a wonderful thing to celebrate. I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
Peter?
I was just going to say, the young man who was the first in the interview package there, so lovely to see him saying, we've got to celebrate the Queen. Marvellous.
Yes.
OK. Peter, thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. Peter Whittle there.